interview class a long time ago when I was in college, and I had a couple little tiny like management classes or interview classes that they really did. The little things kind of helped a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the little things?
Well, don't trust your instincts too much. Instincts fail you quite a bit. And try to ask a variety of questions and really see where their mind is going to go. You're looking for patterns. Yeah. You know. And make sure they talk. Don't you talk? Don't talk like you know. Right. I mean, I guess I've done a bunch of them now at this time. At this point.
It's great. That's such good advice for anyone out there. It's even good advice for you when you're looking for an academy. Yeah. You know, let the owner of the academy talk and tell you what it's about. You don't have to dominate the conversation.
No. Yeah. You shouldn't. You know, with as foreign teachers and Korean teachers is different. So when it's Korean teachers, I want to hear them speak English to me. So, right. And I don't want to hear about something they're going to know about. I want to hear about something that catch them off guard. I don't want some speech that they prepared, and so I'll try to get them talking about themselves at first, and then go off in some weird direction. And something I try to do is I find out what they're excited about, and I engage them in that to see what they're like when they're excited, because that's my little trick. Like I think that if you can't get excited about something that's your hobby, or like your family. Then I wonder how excited you can be in the classroom when
It's funny because I do that exact thing. Mm-hmm. You know, like every time I have an interview, I try to find out like, for me, I'm always trying to find out what they're interested in. Yeah. Because I feel like.
Oh, God forbid you meet someone who's not interested in anything. Oh my God.
Yeah. Like if you are interested in something, you're an interesting person.
Yeah, right.
But like if they can't even answer that, like what are you interested in? And it's just like, nothing. You know, I just sit at home all day, or like I go out drinking.
Yeah, and that's...
It's like...
And I guess we could go off on a tangent on that, but, you can also see something that someone, like, loves, the way they pursue it. Right. You can see the way in many things. Is that what Miyamoto Masashi says? Like, you can see the way they do things. You can kind of see the way they might do something in the classroom as well, you know?
Right. Totally.
But, yeah, so that's for them. I try to do that with both the kinds of teachers. For Koreans, I'm kind of doing it in English as well. But it's a little dance, as you know, because the culture difference, so it's...
Yeah, and even like a great English speaker who's from Korea, things don't translate as much. You don't...
They don't
translate. I like to get that kind of sense of the Korean teacher in Korean.
Yeah.
So like, because another one of the big things that I think is that language skills in your native language translate to your second languages.
Right.
So like one of the big things that we push here for students is read. Read in Korean. You don't have to read in English. Yeah. I mean, if you can and if it's fun for you, do it. But like it doesn't matter. It just read.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
By the way.
And so with the teachers too, it's like if they have that language skill in Korean. And if you can see their personality, even if they can't get it through to you in like the short interview where they're just nervous and like thinking it's a language test. Yeah. It'll start to come out in the classroom.
It's also there is a kind of cultural barrier between like and you're kind of Koreans are a little less direct. Yeah. So it's a little different. So you know more than me. So but you know what I'm saying. And then for native teachers, that's a little tougher. Because I think native teachers, they can kind of hide, they'll try to hide behind their language usage sometimes when they're doing an interview. That's a little tougher for me. I have to feel it out. And God, those are the really difficult ones too, because there's...
Can you imagine if it's this tough for you and you're a foreigner talking with people in your own native language? How do the Korean 원장님s figure out who a sane English teacher is when they're talking to foreigners?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like it must be a challenge for them.
Yeah, I mean that's why those recruiters get paid so much, I guess. Like.
Yeah, but like they don't try to weed people out. They just push everyone through the recruiters.
No, it's tough. Yeah. I've had some weird ones too. I've had some weird.
Have you used a recruiter?
No, I've had weird interviews a couple of times, and then I hate hiring people. It's a really tough experience. It's such a... It's like you're buying a car and you have no idea what's inside the car. I mean, it's a lot of money to pay a teacher, and more importantly, you're putting them in a room with little children, and it's a very important decision. So I can't sleep at night. So
how long do you usually get to keep the teachers for?
Well, our Korean teachers stay quite a while.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the name of the game with foreign teachers that
they come and they go.
Years, they want to see their family, and I try to keep them, but I like having new people in. I got a couple people in recently, and I like to meet them, and it's nice. It's stressful hiring, but but I don't think of them as I'm a native teacher, so I know what it's like. It's hard, let's be real. The upper mobility in that position is non-existent almost. I mean, you can get a little bit of a raise, but
and then it plateaus after a little bit.
Well, you can't generate any extra income for the company. So it's it's a little tough. Yeah. And then also I don't work with big numbers. I have small classes, so a few years, I guess.
It's the same with us. Like right now we're blessed because the foreign teachers we have been with us for a while right now.
Yeah.
But we've been on rocky roads where they've come and gone really fast. Surprisingly, emergencies happen back home. Or you
gotta be ready for that.
Yeah, or something comes up. So when we get to keep a foreign teacher for a while, we're blessed. And so one of the things that I tell parents, when you're looking at an academy, really look not at as much as how long or how experienced the foreign teacher is, but what kind of systems the academy has in place for managing and training their teachers, because the foreign teachers are going to come and go, and you need an academy that has a way
to handle it. Another conversation I've seen online a lot by native teachers is hey, I want to go do X, and I have to work that time. What should I do? And then teacher number 2 online expert teacher says, just get a sub, right? Doesn't matter, right? Your job's got to let you have a sub. I think if someone can train you, if you can just walk in a job, and someone can just walk in and do your job the first day, what does that say about your job? I mean,
one of the things I saw online recently was a quote, something like, "You're not paid based on how much you're worth. You're paid based on how easy you are to replace."
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Right, if someone could just walk in and do your job, it doesn't say a lot about how well you're doing your job.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a situation like that.
Right. A lot of the people that watch the videos here are Korean parents.
Parents, right.
Yeah. What advice do you have for them about choosing an academy?
You had a bunch of really good questions, right? And they were kind of bunched up, so I was trying to remember them all. So